and Halloween combined, which is pretty nice. Ooh, okay, so there's some good items here now. We're gonna pick up one of the ones that give 3 AP plus 1 attack. I'm also gonna synthesize a few things, because I believe I have enough items now to do some good synthesization. So, let's see how that goes. I do want to level up my Moogle a little bit. In this game, the more synthesizing you do levels up your Moogle. It gives you different abilities like using less materials, or the ability to use items to give you more EXP, or cut the rare material down by half. So yeah, you see I just leveled up from doing... Okay, once we make one of these, I probably do want the equipment. My rings look okay for now since I just bought one. So I'll buy the chain and the power band, and we'll also use it to level up my Moogle. Yeah, it was perfect, exactly enough. We don't need Thundaga Trinket, but we'll make one for XP purposes. Yeah, I see, I wish I'd get one of these right there. That would've been nice. So let's equip that. Power Band just gives more defense, so it's not as good, but the Arceus is very good. There are items late game that totally destroy these items, by the way, which is pretty cool, especially because compared to the first game, the equipment here is much stronger. Well, I guess that could be argued. In the other game, most items give you like HP, MP, or AP, or like defense, HP, attack, like different combinations like that. Here they give either attack, they either give magic, AP, and strength. Some of them do both. Some do... I don't think any do all three anymore. I guess it was like too many variables, and there were too many items that were similar in the other games, so they kind of made them into different classes to distinguish themselves with armor or
On guard,
accessories.
loyal bodyguards!
So these creatures are attacking the Christmas town where Santa lives. So we gotta take care of them.
Back off!
So these guys are actually really strong.
Back off!
Yeah, you can get shot. So these enemies have guns, and they take the guns out from the Port Royale world. Maybe because these are toy guns, and you know they're toy guns, as opposed to in Port Royale where the guns were actual guns wielded by very human-looking characters. So that might have been the case why they changed that.
It's over!
Christmas is in big trouble.
Gorge, we can't let anything bad happen to Christmas.
That's where Santa Claus lives.
Okay, so after grabbing a few of these items, we're heading to Santa's house.
Well, hello everyone. Did you come to see if you're on my nice list?
It's all gibberish.
Your name?
Sora, sir.
Let's see. Sora. Here
Oh
you
no.
are.
So he doesn't get any presents,
Well,
even if he's
according
good,
to my
because he
list,
doesn't believe
Sora,
in
7
Santa.
years ago, you told everyone you did not believe in Santa Claus. Ooh,
Oh, I'm
that
sure they're
is
all there.
unfortunate.
How about Donald and Goofy?
Now, Sora's depressed now.
Oh boy!
Am I on your list too by any chance? It's me, Jack.
Jack Skellington?
So yeah, I believe this is like
What sort
there
of
was a
trouble
Nightmare
did you
Before
bring
Christmas
this
too. I'm
time?
not sure. I think there was.
This time?
Because this,
It's a long
this
story.
implies that he's already done the whole steal the Christmas and try to save it, even though he wants to do it again this time, but better for some reason. So in that cutscene right there that we just skipped, basically you see Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and they grab some stuff and they capture Santa, and then they escape through the window, which is great. Or they don't get... Yeah, I don't think they take Santa quite yet, but they escape out, and you're going to follow their footprints to the Curly Hills so you can confront them.
It's over. It's over.
The next boss is coming up. It's pretty cool. It also ties in with the theming that I've been talking about in this game, where everything has forms and different iterations. So this boss actually has different iterations and kind of mimics Sora's abilities, which is pretty interesting. Once you see it, you'll be able to tell right away what it's doing. But you do have a way of kind of stopping its attacks. Okay, back to the Hinterlands, which this area implies that this is outside of Halloween Town. It's in that sort of forest where all the different sort of holidays exist, but Christmas is the only one we can go to, which is fine. So now we got that finisher. So instead of doing the upper slash, which is part of your regular combo, you can have that finisher explode into the ground and launch enemies airborne, which is good because it deals good damage as a finisher, but also lets you do another aerial finisher as well.
Back off. This is it. I was so looking forward to destroying that ridiculous Christmas town. But now that Sora and those imbeciles are here, I think a change of plan is called for. Revenge before pleasure, after all.
What kind of revenge?
The magnificent, malevolent kind, of course.
That sounds really bad.
Like Oogie's kind of bad.
And that's super duper bad.
Oogie Boogie. That bag of incensed insects. How intriguing. And where might I find him?
Jack and his dumb, stupid friends destroyed
So it
him.
seems like when characters are killed, they actually
Now
lose
I
some of their
remember.
memories. But
More
this might just be
intriguing
because
still.
of
I believe
they're-
I'll bring your
they're
master
recovering.
back for
Like
you.
Maleficent, when she came back, didn't actually remember too much, and for some reason she didn't remember that Oogie was killed by Sora. The same thing will happen to Oogie once you see him. He technically has amnesia and he actually doesn't know about anything that happened previously to him. Maybe that's just the nature of Oogie being just like a bag of bugs, but I don't know. You never know.
Back off!
Okay, just kind of checking my loadout here, and we're gonna go right into the box.
I feel like a million bugs. I really owe you one for this, Maleficent.
Indeed you do, Oogie. Do you remember Sora, Donald, and Goofy?
Do I remember them?
The voice actor is
You're
pretty
too
good
much.
for Oogie. I
I'll
really
never
enjoy
forget
his
what they
performance
did
in
to
this game.
me. What was it they did to me?
Squashed you like a bug.
That sounds bad.
And Jack helped.
Even worse.
They creamed ya.
That's right. That's right. That's one thing I won't be forgetting anytime soon. It's the last thing I remember. And it's the only thing I'll remember until I teach those clowns not to mess with Mr. Oogie Boogie.
Yes, that's right. That's the spirit. And I have the perfect plan already in mind. Have you ever heard of
So it
Christmas
seems
Town?
like his power isn't up to
Mr.
speed
Oogie,
yet.
Wake up, wake up!
Yeah, exactly.
we want to see how bad you are.
Besides the amnesia, I guess since Oogie is
It
made up of
seems
like
he needs more
consolidation
time
of
to
these
recover.
creatures, using
You
the power of
three,
darkness, he's
Stay
able to
here
bring it
and
back.
keep Sora and the
So
others
this machine
occupied.
heartless eats Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and changes forms, and you hear the name and the color. So we'll use Jack's Limit, which is amazing in this game, really.
Jack, prepare to scream!
So it hits a large area, which is a high number of hits. Pretty good. So, the child can jump to the mouth, and it's done by this robot, Heartless, and to get its severed team form. Eventually it does really power anything. And each form actually gives a different attack as well. If you hit it correctly, it'll revert back to normal. So far the first one is pretty good. But I just seems quite out of range.
Prepare to scream!
The limit to be basically if you want limits to become effective, you have to get another system before the time. Probably finish it off. Valor's form is good with the boss because it's like a high number of hits, which could have them retaliate, but if you also level up faster, because of you doing so many hits for something and it just doesn't die, you can keep killing it. So really great work of him. None of the usual bad stuff happened, so that's pretty good. There is a chance that you could get killed there, especially on a level 1 critical run. Overall, it's a fun fight. The boss does have some invincibility, which is, I guess, is a theme of this world, because the next boss that we're going to be fighting also has a similar sort of thing going, where you have a limited number of hits before they become invincible. Okay, we're going to equip those growth abilities and some other abilities. So now we get a higher jump and we get the dash, which is pretty good. It'll let us traverse some of these areas much faster. I'm be using it a lot because in the first game you spam the dodge roll. In this game, quick run's pretty good, but once we get our third form, we'll be able to chain the quick run into a different form of movement, which makes it really good. So these those mages, with the tornadoes, are actually really dangerous, just like the other one we encountered in Agrabah. So the new mages are pretty strong. They deal a lot of damage and stun you compared to the old ones. You can none of the old mage types came back. They added new magician class Heartless, which is better, gives a bit more variety. And they also use a spell that you don't have, so it's pretty cool.
I've done a little reading. redecorating. Wait, something's not quite right. I know what it is. We just need a little more of that boogie flair.
I do hope our jolly old friend is looking forward to becoming a Heartless. Oh, clumsy oaf!
Are you still here? Why don't you oogie on back where you came from? You're cramping my style.
Have you already forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Sorry, can't remember a
Okay,
thing.
so we're gonna head
Very
over
well,
there
you
and
ingrate.
play a similar
You'll rue
mini-game
the
slash
day
boss
you
battle that
spurned
we
my
did in the
help.
first game. Oogie does have invincibility frames, just like in the other game, where you're gonna have to play a few rounds of his game in order to defeat him. You won't be able to just kind of get him right away. And I almost get killed here. Yeah, so the standoff potential is kind of high, especially in a closed area like that. That big chest is just a map, we don't really need it. But let's sit here by the fire for a moment and do some puzzles. Should be really fast. I'm just going to be arranging these into the proper order. Since I already know the image, it makes it way easier. If you want, comment below for the type of art that you really like from Kingdom Hearts, because there's a lot of really good promotional art and sort of like art for the games. So you can see there is actually a large number of these puzzles. First few puzzles are pretty small. The last two are really large. Like this, yeah, this Valiant one's pretty large. You do get a lot of pieces. There is a way to tell if they're in the right spot or not, but for the smaller puzzles it's quite obvious. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Okay, we're back. We're about to fight the boss here. We're about to take on Oogie.